the first pick.
Hey everybody, it's Conor Dorney with Just Baseball, here live on day 2 of the 2025 MLB Draft Combine in Phoenix. I am joined right now by shortstop out of Newnan High School in Georgia, Dax Kilby. Dax, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me.
So for some of our listeners who aren't familiar with you, could you kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got to where you're at today?
Yeah, I'm from Newnan, Georgia, and I've been playing baseball all my life, and I've just made baseball my entire life, and that's putting in work, and that's how I've gotten here today. So.
Yeah, you've made it to a premier event. In terms of your experience so far, you got into the cages and on the field yesterday. How has things been for you overall? Is it kind of what you expected coming into it, or?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I mean, I've enjoyed it a lot, getting to meet with all the teams and getting to meet all like the high up executives that make all the decisions. It's been really cool, as well as getting hit on the field out there. It's been lots of fun.
Yeah, and is it fun, competing against a lot of the guys that, obviously you're doing a lot of showcases throughout the summer and the spring. Is it, nice to kind of interact with those players that you've interacted only with on a limited basis before, like getting to, hang out with those guys and spend some quality time with them?
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, just getting to see all the top high school and college guys and just getting to be a part of this event with all of them is really awesome.
Yeah. And is there a goal that you had in mind coming into this event, something that you specifically wanted to show teams, whether it was on the field or off it?
Yeah, I've been working a lot on my jumping and running, which I will do all that tomorrow. So I'm hoping to put up some good numbers there. So.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So you're currently committed to Clemson.
Yes, sir.
What was that recruitment process like for you, and what kind of drove your decision to link up with that program?
Yeah, well, it's fairly close to my home, so it's like 2.5, 3 hours away. So it's pretty close. And then also just talking with Coach Backich. I love Coach Backich. And just after meeting with him while I was out on the campus, I just knew that was where I wanted to go.
Yeah, you felt like that was the right fit for you?
Yes, sir, that's right.
Okay. Yeah, so, obviously you've faced a lot of great competition, over the last couple of years during this entire draft cycle. Who is one AB that you had that sticks out in your mind in terms of a pitcher that was really tough for you to face?
Yeah, I faced Ethan Bingaman at UBC last summer.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty tough. I think he got me. He got me that at bat.
Yeah, you want another chance against him?
I would love to. I'd love to.
Now, in terms of guys at the major league level, for instance, is there somebody that you see that you kind of emulate your game after? Somebody that you feel like kind of fits your profile as a player?
Yeah, I really love watching Christian Yelich and Jackson Merrill.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy watching them play.
Yeah, great players for sure. Now, obviously data is a huge part of the game now. In terms of your development process, how you approach training, how do you integrate that side of the game, which is obviously very important these days to teams and things like that? How do you integrate that with how you feel on the field as a player? Do you try to not be distracted by that kind of thing, or how does it factor into your
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty mature and I can just kind of keep stuff out of my head. I feel like I'm really well at just staying within myself and not trying to be too big for the moment or trying to impress anybody, just be myself.
Now, how do you envision, obviously we're kind of nearing the end of this process, the draft in less than a month. What are some goals that you have, maybe even in just the next year, for how you approach the game? What would you define success in the next year? What does that look like to you?
I guess just getting into development and just seeing myself grow as much as I can, both as a person and as a baseball player.
Mm-hmm. Now, you mentioned, obviously, there's all the eyes of the scouts are on players here on the field, but just as important is getting to know the players off the field. So what are some of the passions that you have away from the game that kind of, keep you fresh?
I love being outside, going to play pickleball, golf, fishing, just being outside. I really love being outside.
And any sort of competition, environment, pickleball, that kind of thing?
Yeah,
are you just as intense as a pickleball player as you are on the field?
I used to be. I've been a little busy recently.
Yeah.
I used to be pretty competitive.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Dax, I appreciate your time. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.